Shalom, Kolallah Allah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone who rule well. Say teachers to the hopeful elect that teaches truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. And this is another little lesson, and I'm basically gonna get into how we was cut off for a minute, but now we back. The Most High showing mercy on us, man. You know, we coming back to our true power, man. We woken up, man. But let me just get into scriptures. This Isaiah chapter is Isaiah chapter 44. I mean Salakia, Isaiah chapter 54, verse 8. And a little wrath hid my face from thee for a moment. So yeah, he showed a little wrath on us. He hid his face for a moment, when he put us in slavery. We lost our heritage, we lost the names, we lost our language, we lost everything we knew about ourselves, man. And he hid his face from us for a moment, man. That's why we couldn't call upon him in the slavery time, man. Cause we ain't know who he was, man. He hid himself. And for that little moment, because now, back from the 1960s, Abba Bivens, Kings Marshall, it say, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee. So yeah, man. But with everlasting kindness, he will have mercy on us, man. And he's showing us mercy. He got us coming back to our heritage. Like I said, the truth came back. It came back to us, through the 1960s. Abba Bivens, King Marshall, I was just saying, saith the Lord thy redeemer. So yeah, man, the Lord go redeem us, man. That's what he doing. He redeeming us, man. And this what the Lord is saying, that we are redeemer, man. He redeeming us by coming back to our true power, coming back to our heritage, so we could get the fuck out of here, man, and have our own rulership. This Jeremiah chapter 32, verse 37. It say, behold, I will gather them out of all countries. So yeah, man, he gonna gather us out of all these countries, man. America, Africa, China, Europe, Russia, Australia, wherever we at, man. North Korea, wherever, man. Mexico, wherever we at. He gonna gather us, man. He gonna gather Israel out of these countries, starting with the elect, man. Because the elect, they the only ones who go get it on this side, man. But in the keto, 2/3 gonna come back, man. But we all gonna be gathered in our home, man. Cause say whether I have driven them in my anger. So even if he driven us to these countries in his anger and in my fury and in great wrath. So even though he brought us over here to Americas or wherever we at, through his anger, through his fury, and through his great wrath. Even he did it just to get at, just for us to get on, just to get on our ass, to punish us. Even though he did that to punish us, it say, and I will bring them again unto this place, and I will cause them to dwell safely, man. So yeah, he gonna bring us again until this place, and that place is the land of Israel. He gonna bring us again in our land again, man, in our homeland again, Israel, man. Israel, man. Even though, so he was saying, like, even though we came over here to get punished, even though he brought us over here through his anger, even though he took his anger out on us by bringing us over here, he gonna bring us back to our homeland. That's him showing us mercy, man. The Most High is a merciful power, man. Let me get that Hosea chapter 2, verse 3. It say, Salakia. Hosea chapter 2, verse 23, Salakia. It say, and I will sow her unto me in the earth, and I will have mercy upon her. That hurts about Israel, man, that had not obtained mercy. So even, 2/3 of Israel who ain't required to have mercy, who really ain't care about it, he gonna show them mercy anyway, man. He gonna destroy them first and show them mercy, man. You know, and the elect, they deserve death as just as much 2/3 do, man. But see, um, you know, we not under the law though, man. We under grace. So yeah, it's still a way to make it out of here. And the elect, they gonna be the only ones to get it on this side. But it say, and I will say to them which were not my people, thou art my people. So yeah, he gonna say to us, which was not his people for a moment, we is his people again. We are his people again. And they shall say, thou art my God. So we gonna say that Yahweh is our God, man. You know? And that's what we doing, man. He said we his people again. He unhid himself for us to find him again. You know? He chose us to be his people again, man. Because he had cut us off for a moment. But we finally his people again, man. You know, and he's our God again, man. You know. Oh yeah, let me get that. Hello, Salakia. That Hosea chapter 3, verse 4. It say, alright. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, without an ephod, and without a teraphim. Yeah, man. There was a time we ain't had none of this no more, you know? And that time was when we got into slavery all the way to the 1960s, late 1960s, man. You know? We've been cut off for that little chunk of, that little couple centuries, man. Verse 5. Afterwards shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their God and David their king. So yeah, man, that's what we doing, man. We seeking the Heavenly Father again, man. You know, and David their king, man. You know, back in the kingdom, David gonna be the king forever, man. Like the scriptures say, man. And shall fear the Lord and his goodness in the latter days. So yeah, man, we fear him and his goodness, and these are the latter days, man. You know, and we fear him. We come back to him, man, and he's showing us mercy, man, for letting us come back to him. It's like you, but yeah, man, that's what we doing. We come back to our true power, so we can be with him again. So he can be our God, and we can be his people, man. And so we can take and possess the land of Israel, man. That's soon to come. You know. And I got one more scripture, but I guess I'm gonna close it out with this. So yeah, man. Matter of fact, the spirit kind of just switched. This Lamentations chapter 3, verse 22. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because right. So it's his mercies that we not consumed, man. It's because of his mercies that we still here, man, and that we came back to him. Came back to our power, him, man. That's because of his mercies, because his compassions have not failed not. So yeah, man. His compassions ain't fail, man. It's because the Lord's mercies that we still here walking around and we came back to him, man. You know, um, this Malachi chapter 3 verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. So yeah, the Lord will change, man. Even though he cut us off for a minute, he hid his face from us. He don't change, man. He always gonna have that one particular chosen family, that one family he only know, man. Because it say, therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed, man. So yeah, since he don't change, therefore the sons of Jacob, which is us, the 12 tribes of Israel, are not consumed, man. You know? So he was always on her side. He just hid his face from us for a moment, man. We had to go off and not know him for a moment. But he showed us mercy and brought us back, you know? Because we'll never be consumed, like he said. But yeah, I hope this video was edifying. With that, call Allah, Yahweh Bahashum, Yahweh Shah, Bahashum, Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great wisdom who will well and salutations to the hopeful elect that teaches truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. Abba Shalom.